Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the backstory. If you're new here, kindly hit the subscribe button and the notification bell down below so that you can be notified whenever we post a new video. Now ladies and gentlemen, the by-elections that were being held in different parts of the country started off well, but so far we are witnessing a lot of violence in different constituencies. Like in Malava constituency, there was a lot of violence from yesterday night all the way to today morning. Scenes have been reported whereby different political party leaders have been attacked. So in Homa Bay as well, Homa Bay Town Member of Parliament Opondo Kaluma was attacked today by youths who hit him on the head, and at some point he's telling us that his bodyguard's pistol was snatched.
Is working with from Nairobi, and they're very dangerous people. And I'd alerted the CS to this. The CS spoke about it. We've even given their names. These are robbers and very dangerous people from Kibra, Mathare, Ruaraka, Kayole. There are some from Kisumu. There are some from Migori. So what has shocked me is that I've been attacked as police are watching. In fact, I was standing with the police officers. So I wanted to request that if there are instructions that the police connive and be complicit in chaos for whatever reason, we want to request the IG and the minister that the police need to be much more firm. I've not reacted, okay, because the intention of these people is to suppress voter turnout. So we want to encourage them, the people not to come. If there is any blood that will be spilled today, it is only my blood. And if it can bring peace to KASIPUL, let it be. We are going.
And one unfortunate thing that he's saying is that he was attacked in the presence of police officers. So the police officers did not act. So the question is, what was the work of the police officers in that constituency? Could they not intervene or deter what was happening to him? In Malava constituency, we are being told that Seth Panyako, who is an aspirant on a DAP Kenya ticket, narrated to us how he was attacked at his home yesterday in the evening, and one of his supporters has been hospitalized.
One of the victims of this attack had his intestines actually torn out. As we left Webuye Sub-County Hospital, he was in theater, and he's not out of danger yet. Would want to request you that you accompany us there, and we also would like you as the media, as our key partners, free media being the cornerstone of our democracy, to know that our democracy is facing its darkest hour of peril. And you, the media, can actually defend our democracy by exposing all electoral malpractices. One of those under Article 81 of our Constitution that undermines free and fair elections is violence. The other malpractice is, of course, voter bribery. And the third, which is a tool that this regime is employing, is ballot stuffing. We did realize yesterday that we had quite a number of ballots that are unaccounted for, because the serialization of the over 800,000 ballots printed in Greece was tampered with. They did not allow us, as participants in this electoral process, to inspect and to verify these ballots, which was a grievous omission by IEBC. And we do know that the serialization has quite a number that are unaccounted for in terms of ballots. These ballots, 10,000 have been imported into Malava constituency. We are aware another 10,000 has been imported to Magarini, and 15,000 has been imported into Mbeere North. The tool of violence, the violence visited on our candidate directly, is meant to create the environment, conducive environment for voter stuffing and voter suppression. We want to urge all our supporters across the country, from Magarini to Mbere to Malava, to come out. The only way we can defeat this system is by coming out in large numbers. We have over 90,000 registered voters in Malava. So even if they cast 10,000 ballots that are not for the people of Malava, and the people of Malava come out in large numbers, we shall overwhelm them. Please come out and vote. Musiuzie uoga. Come out and vote.
Those are the scenes from different parts of the country. The same was in Kilifi, where the Kilifi South Member of Parliament, that is Ken Chonga, who is the ODM agent in Magarini, was confronted and frog-marched out of the polling station by agitated youths who allegedly accused him of bribing voters and interfering with the voting process. That is Magarini, and in other areas like, let me see, there are so many areas, like in almost all constituencies, apart from the ones in Northeastern, where by-elections were being held, we've witnessed a lot of violence on members of, on electorates. But the question is this the way we are going to do our by-elections or elections going forward? And what does this portray about what to expect in 2027? And what are the options that we have as a country? Because the Electoral Commission has a part to play, and they are given clear roles and mandate by the Constitution. Like in a case whereby we had violence in KASIPUL, where there was violence even before the election, and the IBC determined that the two protagonists participated somehow in the violence. What they should have done was to ban the two leaders from participating in the election. Instead, they fined them 1 million shillings each. So in a way, the IBC needs to come up with strategies that can be used to bar these electorates or members of parliament or officials from different political parties in participating in violence. The police force as well has failed, and they have to be called out, because just yesterday they were showing off the kind of deployment that had been done in different parts of the country. But so far we've not seen them in action. They have not acted to at least try and deter the kind of violence that we are seeing in different constituencies. At no point have I seen any police officer intervening, even though they might say that they can't be damned if they do and damned if they don't, but they have a clear role that they have to partake, that is deterring any criminal activity in the country. So what we've witnessed is part of something that they needed to have acted on. They don't need to act on it aggressively by using a lot of force, but they can arrest some of these guys, and this will help or aid in deterring violence going forward. Political leaders and political party leaders as well need to condemn what's happening. I have seen Edwin Sifuna, who is the Secretary General of ODM. He has written in his Facebook account, and he says, "Today has to be one of the bloodiest election days in recent history. All the violence being witnessed across the country, from Kabuchai to Malava to KASIPUL, point either to incompetence in the security command or their outright involvement in planning and executing it. CS Murkomen and his team must take responsibility for failing to secure the safety of all involved." And Millie Mabona, who is the Suba Member of Parliament, has also condemned what has happened, and she has said that the level of violence being witnessed in these by-elections is unacceptable. So different political party leaders need to come out and condemn what is happening in the country, because if all these go unchecked as we head into 2027, it might get to a point where we cannot control it. We can get to a boiling point because these are just by-elections. And if they are cannot be controlled by police officers, then what will happen in the general election? Because general election somehow stretches the capacity of our security apparatus. If there is violence in different parts of the country, then it can spiral into something very dangerous. So the earlier we condemn and the earlier we try to nip this, the better as we head into the general election of 2027. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to keep monitoring and updating you on what's happening in this general election. But we hope that by around 5 p.m., the elections or the voting process will have ended, and then we'll start monitoring the election, the results as they trickle in, and we'll keep you guys updated. So if you're new here, kindly hit the subscribe button and the notification bell down below so that you can be notified when we post a new video. Until next time, bye bye.